Lucas County job seekers, and welcome to Ohio Means Jobs, Lucas County Jobs in the 419. I'm Darlene White. I'm the program manager, and with me today.
I'm Ron Jones. I'm the community outreach specialist.
And Ron, I'm going to ask you this one more time.
I'm still not ready.
For your New Year's resolution to start.
Yeah.
You haven't given it
I
any
promise
thought?
that my resolution is not to find a new job. But for the job seekers at home, that might be their resolution.
All right. Well, thanks for clarifying that for me. Appreciate it. So today we've got a couple things happening. We've got a couple hot job tips.
Right.
We've got a guest speaker,
Yes,
community events, and some hot jobs.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to start off with the importance of social capital.
Right.
I mean, you're familiar with that, right?
Yeah.
What do you think are some of the benefits of social capital?
Well, I think it is often true for many people that it's not what you know, it's who you know, right?
Exactly.
It is having those connections, having somebody to go to and ask for advice when you're looking for a job, being able to go to somebody and say, hey, do you know, is any departments at your job hiring?
Mhm.
Or do you know of any places that are? That can be very valuable.
Well, according to jobtrain.com, the definition is social capital refers to the value we gain from personal and professional connections and relationships. It's not just about who the people in your circles are, but the quality of those relationships and how they can be leveraged for mutual benefit. So the thing here is that people need to continue to think about building their social capital.
Yes.
It's not a one-time event.
Right.
You want to increase the circle that you have in your life, so that you not only have it in your personal life, but in your professional life. This is where you're going to get extra training. You might find it on different jobs or networking on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really important to consider this. You might want to start small to begin with, because some people have a little bit larger circles than others, but you have time to catch up, folks. So don't think that you're in the dark on that. And you need to look for different community programs, not to mention Ohio Means Jobs, Lucas County would be one of them. We're one of those organizations that we can help you with some of the networking. We have events that take place where we can introduce you to influential professional people here in our community that can assist with your job search, but also with any other type of let's say any type of referral that you may need to help you improve your quality of life.
Right.
And then the other thing would be to use social media wisely. Now we know we have some family and friends out there, or connections that we have that may not be the best influence for what we're talking about here. So you may want to take some of that into consideration and review your Facebook pages. But more importantly, if you don't have a LinkedIn account, you may want to initiate that process, and we can help you with that here at Ohio Means Jobs. And then also seeking professional development. You never want to stop growing and expanding your horizons and what it is that you do. We're in an ever-changing economy in what we do. So we need to always be putting our best foot forward. And then most importantly, if people give, you may want to give back. You need to be genuine. It's not always about take. It's a give and take relationship that needs to be developed.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have anything else you want to add to that?
No, I think
Mr.
that's
Jones?
perfect. I really do believe that like I said, those connections that you make at work or off the clock, those things can sometimes help you find a job. They really can. I definitely recommend that folks have a LinkedIn so that they can keep in contact with their old coworkers and utilize that stuff when you're hunting for a job.
And you can also put that information on your resume as well.
Sure.
So it gives others an opportunity to get to know you a little bit better.
Right.
So we have a few hot jobs today.
Yeah.
Okay.
And but first, do we want to kick it over to our special guest?
If you think so.
I think so.
Okay. She's been waiting.
She's been waiting.
All right. Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So today, job seekers, we have Lisa Doughten with us. And she's going to talk a little bit about the benefit bridge.
Yeah. Take it away, Lisa.
Good afternoon, Lucas County job seekers. As promised earlier this month, we have our guest speaker today, Lisa Doughten. She's with us. She's from Harbor. And today she's going to talk a little bit about the buzz that's all around town, which is the new benefit bridge. We've heard about it on social media. We've seen it in some press releases here in Lucas County. And today I would like Lisa to explain a little bit more about the program for us.
Okay. The Benefit Bridge is a program designed for people who are receiving the government benefits such as SNAP benefits, publicly funded childcare, or TANF, who are at risk of losing those benefits or have lost them due to employment. So it's a way to help them become economically independent as they move through their employment career.
So we're all about acronyms in this business, but for the person out there viewing this today, could you please elaborate what is SNAP?
SNAP is the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, and TANF is the Temporary Assistance to Needy Families.
Okay, great. So the other term that I hear a lot about is this benefit cliff. I mean, when I think of that, I think of being out somewhere, at the edge of the West Coast, looking out over the ocean. What are we talking about? What's a benefit cliff?
Well, in some ways, it's similar to that. So ideally, when people are getting their public benefits, they're on like a mountain over here. And then when they become employed, kind of think of it as the mountain over here. And then ideally, there is a straight bridge that when they step across, it's that safe step that they just walk right across to the employed mountain. The reality is that bridge is not there. Is that when they take that first step, when they become employed and they're starting to lose or get their benefits taken, they fall because there's not the safety net there that they're used to.
Oh, well, that's a good explanation. Thank you. So, what are some of the eligibility requirements? I've seen some flyers. They're a little bit limited in information, but I do know the purpose probably is to call, right, or scan a QR code. So, for the sake of our conversation today, can you tell me what some of the eligibility requirements are?
So obviously the first one is they have to be employed or finishing a short-term training that within 60 days they will be employed, and they have to have a reduction in those benefits. So it could be as small as $10 or a complete loss of benefits. They cannot be on what's considered an intentional program violation for those benefits, and they cannot be on a sanction for benefits that they've received.
Okay. So people would know what a violation or a sanction is.
Yes, the sanction I can actually define as the stop of benefits due to not complying with their programs.
Okay. Do you find that to happen very often?
Yes, I do. I find that to happen quite frequently.
Is there anything that you can do to help sustain that from, happening, or?
If they're required to do a program such as the work experience program for TANF is to do the program and follow through with the requirements of that program, because that will help you then when you're employed and stay employed, then you can come into this program.
So now you know what you didn't know, and you can take care of it, folks, by just doing what you're supposed to do. So thanks for that explanation. So how does one apply for the program?
So one person can go to the Lucas County Department of Job and Family Services website. On the very main page, they scroll down to the bottom. There is a button that says Benefit Bridge. Click on that, and that takes them to the website where there is the explanation of what the requirements are and all of that. And then when they scroll to the bottom of that page, there is a button to click that says Application. Or if they're out in the community and they see one of our flyers hanging up, there is a QR code that they can click on, and it takes them immediately to the application. The applications are only available online, so there's no paper application to come to OMJ to pick up. They have to do it through the website.
So a little bit, you have to be somewhat serious.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
then you can learn a little bit more about it.
Yes.
Which I think is helpful. Now, I'm sure in order to stay in the program, there's going to be some requirements as well.
There is. So the participants are actually assigned what's called a mobility mentor, which is kind of the person taking them step by step through this program. Mm-hmm. So they're required to stay in contact with them, generally weekly through phone calls, text messages, emails. And then once a month is meet face to face. They are required to set goals that they want to achieve in the time of the program, and the program lasts 18 months. So it's seems like it's a long time, but once you get into something like that, it actually moves really quick.
So just remember, prior to us introducing Lisa, we were talking about the importance of social capital in our hot job tip today. And this is where social capital is continue to be built, especially during this 18 months and getting to know this mobility mentor, as you described. So something to keep in mind when you're in the program. This is one of those important steps in the process. And, I've often heard too about, whether this is strictly voluntary, right?
Correct. So some of the other programs like the work experience program for TANF is required if you're getting those benefits. This, somebody does have the option to come into it, or they have the option to not if they want to work on their own, or they can actually leave the program if it find out it is not something for them.
So you have options.
There is definitely options.
So capacity, I mean, like, what's the capacity for this particular initiative?
Right now, we're looking at our goal is 80 clients by the end of April. So we have some room left right now for people to come into it. We are working through some applications and seeing who meets the requirements so that we can contact them and hopefully get them enrolled.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to say to the people viewing this particular interview today that this is a great team to work with. I personally have worked alongside of Lisa over the years here, and the team that is collaborating on this initiative has your best interest at heart. So the only way to get going is put one foot in front of the other, go to that website, sign up, and learn more about the program and see if this is a good fit for you. Remember, it's a bridge, not a cliff.
That's correct.
So thank you for your time today and happy holidays to you.
Thank you for having me and happy holidays to you.
Thanks.
Wow, Lisa's awesome.
I can't begin to tell you how excited I am that the community here in Lucas County has elected to start a project like this.
Yeah.
For over a decade, I've worked on certain initiatives here in the community that have worked with individuals trying to do work activity for public assistance. And this is ultimately the best thing that I've seen come together.
Yeah.
So I hope people take advantage of it.
I do too. You know, it's always tragic to see someone who is maybe afraid to take a promotion at work or even accept a raise because they know that they're going to lose some kind of benefit, that to them it doesn't feel like an equal exchange, you know. So this type of program is amazing for that kind of thing, and I'm really glad it exists.
It is, and then other partnerships that we have with the organization, one of them being LISC, let's say, for example, they work on the financial opportunity piece.
Right.
So becoming educated in career counseling, you know, debt reduction, how to build your credit, things of this nature are critical to help people feel a little bit more comfortable and then more self-conscious of the fact that, you know, hey, I can do this.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be afraid to go ahead and, you know,
right.
cross the bridge.
Exactly.
So, hot jobs.
Hot jobs.
All right, we didn't want to forget that today.
No, absolutely not.
All right, so some of these jobs have an expiration date that's a little bit into 2025.
Okay.
So it gives our job seekers a little bit of time to review the job descriptions and then make application.
Right, and of course, while we're discussing these jobs, a job ID number is going to pop up at the bottom of the screen, and folks can go to ohiomeansjobs.com, plug in that ID number, and search those jobs to read more about them.
So the first job that we have is a floor solutions technician 2. Now, you know, somebody might think, what are they doing here? Floors, getting floors ready. Well, this happens to be with an organization that takes care of setting up work sites. So you may be setting up materials like scaffolding or mechanical equipment, to name a few things, to prepare maybe a contractor, let's say.
Yeah.
To get a work site ready. So the individual is going to perform check-ins when equipment is returned to the shop. They're going to assist with loading and unloading of equipment. They're going to also clean, pressure wash, and prepare equipment for repairs and detail the equipment for rent-ready status. And then perform full service maintenance on all equipment, and as well as diagnose and repair most of the mechanical problems. So, you know, maintaining a safe work environment is critical in this type of occupation. But more importantly, too, is to keep track of all of the equipment, because they're going to have to log it, making sure that things are returned in a timely manner and available for, you know, the next customer. And then also they may have to deliver and set up installation of the equipment. That would give an upper hand to whoever's making the order on the customer side. Now, they're looking for someone with 3 to 5 years of mechanic experience with IC engines, propane, electrical, and hydraulic experience. High school diploma or GED is required, possibly from a trade school or some equivalent training. They're looking at offering between $20.50 to $28.19. Now, apparently, there's quite a differential there, so someone will have to justify why they would command a little bit higher salary.
Right.
They do have a generous benefit package, including health, dental, vision, and life insurance. as well as contributions towards a retirement plan.
Gotcha.
So I think that's a pretty good
Yeah,
opportunity for the
sure
right
is.
person. Then we have a human resources team leader. Now, this individual has to oversee assignments and proper completion of work activities of employees in a given work environment. Now, one of the things that I think is important in this particular job is you're like on the ground floor with the people you're working with.
Yeah.
So, in some cases, HR managers or team leaders may actually be a little bit removed from the actual site, but this particular person works the floor with their counterparts. So they're there to ensure all employees work safely and in accordance with company health and safety policies and procedures. They're responsible for the coordination of the shift startup activities as well as shift cleanup, ensure that appropriate tools and materials are available for the completion of jobs. They will provide job training for any of the new work instructions that are applicable when they come up. And they're going to be working with supervisors and managers regarding performance on these individuals that are on their team. Also to report any accidents or incidents, and to report any violations of policies or procedures that could exist. And one of the things that they're looking at here is a high school diploma or equivalent, the ability to stand for long periods of time, because here I told you they're going to be on the shop floor,
Right.
ability to work with minimal supervision, able to follow instructions on all the assigned tasks that are given. Obviously communicate, because you're going to need to be able to do things in a timely manner. And then they're looking at someone who's able to read, write, and speak English fluently. Also has a safety mindset, because clearly no one wants to be writing up incident reports on a regular basis, right? So the salary looks like it begins at $19.83 an hour with a comprehensive package of medical, dental, and vision insurance, life insurance and disability, voluntary wellness programs, 401k, paid vacation, holidays, and the one we love to hear the most about, tuition reimbursement.
It's great. Love to see that. Shall I take the next?
Sure.
All right. So our third hot job for today is for an automated machine operator. This is a second or third shift position. The company is seeking a highly skilled manufacturing technician. Ideal candidate will be responsible for operating and maintaining production equipment, ensuring product specifications and tolerance levels are met. The role requires expertise in CNC operations, programming, and a strong understanding of manufacturing safety and quality control. For the listed responsibilities, we've got safely operate complex production equipment and manufacturing software, follow digital work instructions, blueprints, and guidelines to ensure product specifications are met, execute equipment calibration, preventative maintenance, and troubleshooting, set up and operate automatic or semi-automatic machines in a continuous production process, monitor and maintain control of production process specifications, set up and modify programs for robotics and vision systems, perform troubleshooting, and make necessary adjustments to equipment, complete all necessary documentation and electronic data entries accurately and timely, adhere to company safety policies, and support lean enterprise initiatives. They've got requirements, which are a high school diploma, 1 to 3 years of CNC experience, previous programming experience, and for skills, they want someone who's knowledgeable in manufacturing safety, technical manufacturing, and basic computer skills, proficient in blueprint reading and GD&T methods, good communication and interpersonal skills, proficiency in shop math and precision measurement tools. It's a Monday through Friday position, and ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
We got WorkKeys, folks. They recommend WorkKeys all at level 4 for this position.
So my suggestion would be anyone interested in making application for the job, go into ohiomeansjobs.com, look at the WorkKeys pretest, maybe take a few of them, see what you think.
Absolutely.
Call us up, get scheduled for the proctored exam so that you can put this on your resume.
Absolutely. That number is 419-213-5627. Give us a call. We can help get you set up with the tests, help you get that level 4 you need for this position.
And this is a silver level. And so there's still gold and platinum above that. So this is one of those intermediate levels.
Yeah. Okay, our fourth hot job is for an operating engineer lead. Operating engineer leads with minimal supervision the maintenance, production, and quality for the machinery and equipment by ensuring uptime operation consisting of mechanical and electrical equipment, the operation, inspection, and maintenance processes to mechanical equipment, HVAC, electrical, and plumbing equipment systems. This role includes assisting the chief engineer with providing direction to the team. So lots of stuff in this one. I read this one just a few moments ago. I was like, wow, this person has to have a lot of skills. But it says what you'll do: complete assigned tasks and include but are not limited to painting, pressure washing, maintaining lighting systems, bulbs and ballasts, plumbing, HVAC systems, water treatment, locksmith work, and general maintenance.
Soup to nuts.
Yeah, all of it. Ensure operation of machinery and mechanical equipment by completing preventative and corrective maintenance requirements. Equipment and tools include chillers, motors, gearboxes, HVAC equipment, pneumatic systems, coupling and motor alignment, roller chain / sprocket alignment, and infrastructure in support of production equipment. You need to be able to maintain a safe and clean working environment by complying with procedures, rules, and regulations, capable of following diagrams, sketches, operations manuals, manufacturing and engineering specifications, and assist in supervising and implementing the preventative maintenance programs.
Gives new meaning to the jack of all trades.
Yeah. Maintain work order systems, CMMS, daily, complete any service requests, assist in providing training and supervision aimed at expanding the capabilities of the engineering team, support on-call or emergency response situations, participate in ongoing technical, safety, and operational process training programs, and other projects as assigned. So they're looking for someone who has 3 to 5 years of related experience, especially in maintenance, repair, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, or carpentry in an industrial setting. They want someone who maybe has a trade school education, union training, military service or college is desirable, universal CFC EPA certification or interest in achieving it within the first year, leadership and supervisory experience using Microsoft Office, which includes Word, Outlook, Excel, and Teams. You need to be able to lift 50 pounds and comfortable using ladders that are up to 30 feet tall, ability to frequently climb, bend, kneel, lift, and drive, and strong customer service skills. I think that's really, everybody needs those. I'm a true believer. Customer service skills are a universal skill.
Well,
everyone has to have them.
Everyone has internal and external customers they have to deal with regularly.
Exactly. So they also say here, what's in it for you? You get to join an industry leader and shape the future of commercial real estate, deep investment in cutting-edge technology to power your work, comprehensive and competitive benefit plans, a supportive, caring, and diverse work environment designed for your growth and well-being. So it sounds like a pretty cool job.
It does.
This sounds like you got to really be on your stuff. You got to know what's going on, lots of experience. This is for that person who just, wants to get out there and get it done.
Yeah. And these individuals will need to come forward because this employer is looking to fill this position. They have an extension on this until March the 4th.
Wow.
So clearly they must have had a little bit of a challenge identifying some potential candidates for this.
Well, maybe the potential candidates listening to this right now.
Could be.
Yeah.
So we need to talk a little bit about the future here because we are coming into something quickly, which is 2025.
I know.
Okay.
I know, yeah.
And so I would like for you to kind of highlight a couple things that are happening here at the campus.
Right. So, upcoming. So first of all, today is the 5th Monday. So I'm not going to be at any libraries today. So if you want to see me, you got to come into the office, 3737 West Sylvania. Come on by. We got orientation at 10:30 this morning. Tomorrow, our office is going to be closing at noon because it's New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wednesday, the 1st, the building is closed. So we won't be open that day. But after that, we've got lots of events and stuff coming up. So folks at home are hopefully looking at a calendar right now with some events that are coming up in the first couple weeks of January. Looking forward to, seeing you guys at the libraries when I'm going to be at Reynolds Branch. and at the at Kent branch,
Mhm.
as well as coming by to see the folks from Owens and Trio, and maybe coming to some of our workshops.
Oh yeah, because I'll tell you why. We've got a jam-packed first quarter next year with events going on. So I don't know what your next move is, job seekers, but you might want to think about what's the next move so that you're prepared for these events so that you can showcase not only your hard skills, but the soft skills that you've established in your work history and come out, shining here.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is an opportunity, especially since we're, at New Year's resolution.
That's right. New year, new you.
Yeah, a new year, new you. So we're going to talk about the labor exchange, right? So there's going to be plenty more jobs on that labor exchange. Look at the list here, and you can see the different jobs that you can make application for.
Big old list. I always say it's a big old list.
It is.
It's like kind of like my catchphrase in this podcast.
Yeah, don't be fooled by some of the job titles. You really need to get on to the website, enter that job order number, click on it for apply, and read the job descriptions.
Yep, and that is very helpfully uploaded to our website, omjlc.com, under the job seeker tab. You can find that hot job list.
Because you don't know what you don't know.
That's right.
All right, well, any other thoughts for 2024?
Happy New Year, folks. I mean, this is it. We're at the tail end of it, Hopefully everybody has a safe New Year.
Thanks for watching us in 2024, and we look forward to offering you some more hot job tips, some new stories, and continue with helping you make your next move in 2025. All right. Happy holidays, folks.
Bye.
Happy New Year.